Of reading the worst reading porn, okay? We're reading porn. 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah. Alright. Still kneeling, he grasps my foot and undoes my Converse, pulling off my shoe and sock. I raise myself up on my elbows to see what he's doing. I'm panting, wanting. He lifts my foot by the heel and runs his thumbnail on my instep. It's almost painful. But I feel the movement echoed in my groin.
To pause that real quick, I'm on my rocket mount.
I don't know how to pause
I
it.
went into the water, and I'm like, we're all in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. And I'm like, this is covert op shit. Me and Cody are just in the water, just going around.
Isn't Cody the guy that was just calling and heard us read porn?
He is such a nerd.
Okay.
Yeah, I play video games.
Video games are awesome.
Not taking his eyes off mine, again he runs his tongue along my instep, and then his teeth. Shit. I groan. How can I feel this there? I fall back onto the bed moaning.
Call it your vagina. Don't be a pussy.
I hear his soft chuckle. Oh, Anna, what I could do to you, he whispers.
It's on you now. We have to commit to one name.
He removes my other shoe and sock, then stands and removes my jeans completely. I'm lying on his bed, dressed only in my bra and panties, and he's staring down at me. You're very beautiful, Anastasia Steele. I can't wait to be inside you. Holy shit. His words. He's so seductive, he takes my breath away. Show me how you pleasure yourself. What? I frown. Don't be coy, Anna. Show me, he whispers. I shake my head. I don't know what you mean. My voice is hoarse. I hardly recognize it, laced with desire. How do you make yourself come? I want to see. I shake my head. I don't, I mumble. He raises his eyebrows, astonished for a moment, and his eyes darken, and he shakes his head in disbelief. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. His voice is soft and challenging, a delicious sensual threat. He undoes the buttons of his jeans and slowly pulls his jeans down, his eyes on mine the whole time. He leans down over me and, grasping each of my ankles, quickly jerks my legs apart and crawls onto the bed between my legs. He hovers over me. I'm squirming with need. Keep still, he murmurs, and he leans down and kisses the inside of my thigh, trailing kisses up over the thin, lacy material of my panties, kissing me. Oh, I can't keep still. How can I not move? I wriggle beneath him. We're going to have to work on keeping you still, baby. He trails kisses up my belly, and his tongue dips into my navel. Still, he's heading north, kissing me across my torso. My skin is burning. I'm flushed, too hot, too cold, and I'm clawing at the sheet beneath me. He lies down beside me, and his hands trail up from my hip to my waist and up to my breast. He gazes down at me, his expression unreadable, and gently cups my breast. You fit my hand perfectly, Anastasia, he murmurs, and dips his index finger into the cup of my bra and gently yanks it down, freeing my breast. What? How many times has he said the fucking word breast?
He really likes breasts. They're called boobies.
Wait, the author is a female, my bad.
No, yeah.
But the underwired
You
fabric of the cup floors it upward. His finger moves
I think he's
to
embarrassed.
my other breast and repeats the process. My breasts swell and my nipples harden under his steady gaze. I'm tossed up on my own bra. Very nice, he whispers appreciatively, and my nipples harden even more. He blows very gently on one as his hand moves to my other breast, and his thumb slowly rolls the end of my nipple, elongating it. I groan, feeling the sweet sensation all the way to my groin. I'm so wet. Oh, please. I beg internally as my fingers clasp the sheet tighter. His lips close over my other nipple, and then he tugs. I nearly convulse. Let's see if I can make you come like this, he whispers.
We're only going to do it until the end of chapter 8, okay?
I'm not there yet.
Holy shit. Long ass chapter.
I don't know where it ends.
Oh god.
Let's see if I can make you come like this, he whispers, continuing his slow, sensual assault. My nipples bear the delicious brunt of his deft fingers and lips, setting alight every single nerve ending so that my whole body sings with sweet agony. He just doesn't stop. Oh, please, I beg, and pull my head back. My mouth open as I groan.
Yeah,
my
for
legs
messages.
stiffening. Holy hell, what's happening to me? Let go, baby, he murmurs. His teeth close around my nipple, and his thumb and finger pull hard. And I fall apart in his hands, my body convulsing and shattering into 1,000 pieces. Kisses me deeply, his tongue in my mouth, absorbing my cries. Oh my, that was extraordinary. Now I know what all the fuss is about. He gazes down at me, a satisfied smile on his face, while I'm sure there's nothing but gratitude and awe in mine. You are very responsive, he breathes. You're going to have to learn to control that, and it's going to be much more fun teaching you how, he says to me again. My breathing is still ragged as I come down from my orgasm. His hand moves down my waist to my hips and then cuffs me intimately. Jeez. His fingers slip through the fine lace and slowly circles around me there. Briefly, he closes his eyes, and his breath hitches. You're so deliciously wet. God, I want you. He thrusts his finger inside me, and I cry out as he does it again and again. He palms my clitoris, and I cry out
Clitorius.
once more. Shut the fuck up, I'm reading. He pushes inside me, harder and harder still. I groan. Suddenly he sits up and tugs my panties off and throws them on the floor. Pulling off his boxer briefs, his erection springs free.
Wow, it
cow.
springs free.
It literally says, holy cow. He reaches over to his bedside table and grabs a foil packet. And then he moves between my legs, spreading them farther apart. Kneels up and pulls a condom onto his considerable length. Oh no, will it? How? Don't worry, he breathes, his eyes on mine.
It'll fit.
You expand too. He leans down, his hands on either side of my head, so he's hovering over me, staring down into my eyes, his jaw clenched, eyes burning. It's only now that I register he's still wearing his shirt. You still want to do this? He asks softly. Please, I beg. Pull your knees up, he orders softly, and I'm quick to obey. I'm going to fuck you now, Miss Steele, he murmurs as he positions the head of his erection at the entrance of my sex part, he whispers, and he slams into me. Ugh! I cry as I feel a weird pinching sensation deep inside me as he rips through my virginity. He stills, gazing down at me, his eyes bright with ecstatic triumph. His mouth is open slightly, and his breathing is harsh. He groans. You're so tight. You okay? I nod, my eyes wide, my hands on his forearms. I feel so full. He stays still, letting me... Oh god, big words. Clench to his intrusion, overwhelming feeling of him inside me. I'm going to move, baby, he breathes after a moment, his voice tight. Oh. He eases back with exquisite slowness, and he closes his eyes and groans, and thrusts into me again. I cry out a second time, and he stills. More? He whispers, his voice raw. Yes, I breathe. Does it once more, and stills again. I groan, my body accepting him. Oh, I want this. Again? He breathes. Yes, it's a plea.
That's when I'd be like, bitch, get the fuck moving.
I know, right? It's like, why are we taking so long? But they're making love, they're not.
They're not making love, they're having sex.
Whatever. And he moves, but this time he doesn't stop. He shifts onto his elbows so I can feel his weight on me, holding me down. He moves slowly at first, easing himself in and out of me. And I grow accustomed to the alien feeling. My hips move tentatively to meet his. He speeds up. I moan, and he pounds on, picking up speed, merciless and a relentless rhythm, and I keep up, meeting his thrust. He grasps my head between his hands and kisses me hard, his teeth pulling at my lower lip again. He shifts slightly, and I can feel something building deep inside me like before. I start to stiffen as he thrusts on and on. My body quivers, bows, a sheen of sweat gathers over me. Oh my, I didn't know it would feel like this. I didn't know it could feel as good as this. My thoughts are scattered. There's only sensation, only him, only me. Oh, please, I stiffen. Come for me, Anna, he whispers breathlessly, and I unravel at his words, exploding around him as I climax. and splinter in a million pieces underneath him. And as he comes, he calls out my name, thrusting hard, then stilling as he empties himself into me. I like to point out that every single time in this book that they have sex, and he always tells her to come, and then she does it. Is she acting? Like, seriously, every time he says.
What I wanna point out is he's emptying himself into her, but he's wearing a condom.
You can still feel it. But still, every time they have sex in this book, every time, he's always like, come for me, or let go, baby, and then she does.
50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, that's what
I
we're
always
reading.
wondered why it was a tie, and then I realized the importance of the tie later on in this book. You want me to still go?
Yeah, we're done the juicy bit. Might as well quit.
Alright.
That's it. Maybe we'll read more books for you guys. Sex books, because sex books are funny.
I have a few. Not as bad as this one.